Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel if you're watching again. If not, make sure to subscribe. So today I'm just going to be going over some of the beta 1.5.5 changes for Bannerlord. So the first thing, single player, they fixed a crash related to formation AI. They fixed a quest issue that caused the game to crash on loading, fixed two crashes that occurred after the player cleared an alley, fixed a crash that occurred when performing hostile actions against neutral villages while serving a kingdom as a mercenary, fixed a crash related to initial kingdom hero spawn points that occurred when loading the game, fixed a crash that occurred when pressing the exit button to the main menu button while a conversation was active, fixed a bug that crashed the game after gaining XP when the player was already at the maximum level, fixed a crash which appeared after changing an option in the options menu, fixed a crash that happened when the fight against the conspiracy quest timed out, fixed a crash that occurred when Radagos was executed in the rescue family quest, fixed a crash that occurred when entering the same village over and over again, fixed a crash that occurred after offering a truce during a barter. So yeah, there's a lot of crash fixes. Performance fixed a bug that caused performance drops in the world map after sounds were cut. Save and load, autosave interval duration was increased and now autosaves after leaving settlement and ending encounters. A notification will be displayed after the game saves successfully. Daily gold changes occurred multiple times in different loaded games for some save games. This was fixed. Now the daily gold change occurs only once in a day. Localization, Chinese localization fixes, text additions, spell check and punctuation fixes. Art, some visual improvements on Kuzet Blended and Imperial villages. Physics problems on some castle walls, and roofs are Sultan Tisigan Castle in order to have a better balance between range and melee troops. High ground areas and their connections between each other were reduced in number in Tisigan Castle. Assigned alpha versions parallax to materials with parallax. Visual improvements on Britannia Keep and Gatehouse models. Improvements to the existing campaign maps icon. Added new cradle model. UI changes. Added autosave interval control to the campaign options panel. Added married or not married filters to the encyclopedia hero list page. Added explanation tooltip to the tax value and town management. Now the equip button in the inventory will replace the same type of weapon if there's one equipped. Army overlay can now show more than 18 parties in the army. Barter offered item amount is now editable text area. Players can now load save games with double click on the same game tuple. Safe game tuple. Fixes fix long party names. Overlapping weight values in the inventory screen. Fix a bug that caused UI to disappear after inspecting a companion's troops while talking. Fix a minor visual issue in tournament prize panel. Fix a bug that showed swap values for casualties inflicted for a diplomacy war item. Fixed a bug in the army nameplate that caused an issue. Icon to be visible even though the lord with the issue hasn't joined the army yet. Battles and sieges added negative 20% and weapon speed reload penalty for using weapons while mounted. This is lowered by the riding skill and reaches 0 penalty at 100. The effect only applies to troops and characters in single player mode. Some mechanical weapons such as crossbows are exempt from the damage penalty. Heroes will no longer receive medicine skill experience for team kills in battles. Some archery points in siege scenes were not being removed as expected when certain objects like walls and broken versions of walls were swapped around, causing archer agents trying to go to undesirable positions. Fix or added more functionality to add on deploy/remove on deploy properties. Moving information speed limits were not applied properly. They have been fixed and speeds were reduced overall. This is especially noticeable in shield wall, circle, and square arrangements. When troops with ranged weapons were given the charge order, they didn't approach the enemy if there was a friend in the way. This was fixed. Moving sideways to try to see the enemy's past friends was also added, giving the charge order without telling troops to hold fire much more effective. Due to an error in updating the target agent after their target was killed and they moved back a few steps, ranged troops tended to face away from the enemy. This was fixed. Fixed a bug that caused formations to fidget about when trying to hold a defensive position. Implemented a new system that calculates troop power based on context. Removed cavalry troop simulation bonuses for siege. Light crossbows are reloadable on horseback now. Some of the heaviest crossbows are capable of penetrating shields. Wow. Character development added 10 more combat-related tactic perks to the game. This finalizes the current tactics skill tree. Added and balanced 32 medicine perk effects on the campaign side. Fixed the speed bonus for siege engines construction of the sweatshop perk and the steward's skill. Instead of a flat bonus of 20, it is now 20%. Fix a bug that caused troops to appear as very old or young. Fix a bug that caused children to show up in the inventory screens as selectable. Fix a bug that caused the player to heal immediately just by waiting on the map. Bandit parties, which were close to a hideout, were attacking other stronger parties because they assumed that the parties inside the hideout would help them. However, that is not the case. They will no longer make this assumption. Fix a bug that leaves the main hero's pass in the main party in a fugitive state. Enabled AI marriages to occur over time. Gave most clans enough adult members to lead the minimum number of parties. Added children to some clans to ensure better long-term continuity motions to follow. Armies get to bug that allowed lords in the player's army to recruit more from native villagers. Fix a bug that caused dead heroes to participate in kingdom decisions. Fix a bug that led to mercenary clans defecting as vassals to other kingdoms during the main storyline. Fix an issue that stopped kingdom decisions from properly resolving when the player joined the kingdom for mercenary. Economy and trade. Fix a bug that prevents the effects of their development project. Fix an issue that caused caravan speeds to drop to 1 or 2 speed because they were buying too many animals. Now caravans do not buy more animals than their herds, and will have more animals than the limit. They sell excess animals when they enter a town. Fix a problem with the tanneries not making any profit and closing all over the world in the long term. All workshops are a bit more profitable now. Crafting missing invalid damage type strings were fixed. Fix an issue with some crafted two-handed weapon blades not disappearing from the character's back after drawing the weapon. Fix a bug that caused the wrong tooltip and description to show at the smelting and refining screen. Settlement, actions, towns, village, castle, and hideout. Players are no longer able to form caravans while in disguise. Players are no longer able to buy workshops while in disguise. Players can no longer heal by entering and leaving the training field. Quest battle AI aggressiveness improvements. Quest NPCs will be more defensive in combat based on their skills. Fix a bug that caused some quest awards to be floating point numbers. Quest difficulties will now scale according to player progress, even while the quest is ongoing. Crime rating will only be gained after the rejection of counter offer in the quest. Can't sell product at a fair price. Decreased relationship reward for the quest. Overpriced raw materials from 10 to 5. Fix an issue. Basic units will no longer use polearm type of weapons as they were getting too good at stopping cavalry charges. Remove the out-of-the-place shield Tactio's back. Some Aserai notables and peasants were wearing out-of-place armor. This was fixed. Changed in a few tournament loadout matchups for Betania and Aserai fights between all range units. And range versus two-handers are less likely to happen. Changed armors and shields of caravan guards of Sturgia, Landia, and Empire. Changed armors and shields of caravan guards of Sturgia, Landia, and Empire. Added a player's spouse death notification. Fix a bug that caused some dancers and beggars to spawn very young. Added an option to enable or disable birth, aging, and death in the campaign map. The lame horse feature was implemented. When your horse goes down in a mission, there is a chance that it will get the lay modifier, which will affect the stats of it. Players can now forfeit board games on the enemy's turn. Improve the replacement of invalid or deleted items with trash items. This may help some corrupted saves and should make it less likely for corruptions of this nature to occur. Multiplayer. Please note, multiplayer servers will be open for the beta branch to enable you to test the changes below. They will open tomorrow, Friday, around 11 AM UTC, and will remain open over the weekend. Design and balance combat bows, crossbows, and all throwing weapons. Loading, aiming duration, and patterns are now related to weapon speed. Aiming used to be standard for all range weapons. The faster weapon is the faster it lays up. The smaller the initial cost, the faster it gets accurate, and the longer it holds max accuracy. Minor adjustments will be made after reviewing performance. For bows and crossbows, faster release grants faster traveling projectiles to increase the effective range of bows and crossbows. Does not increase the damage by weapons and equipment changes. New weapon, titanium throwing axe, similar to other throwing axe. New weapon, Azeroth throwing axe, deals more damage stack count to. New weapon, Batanian bastard sword, can be used two-handed. New weapon, Glandian bastard sword, can be used two-handed. New weapon, Western bastard sword, can be used two-handed. New weapon, fast hunting bow, a very fast bow with low damage New weapon, light javelin, a javelin with lower damage. Slightly increased damages of all lances. Let's go, yeah. That needed to be done. Javelin stack count increased from 3 to 4. Extra javelin stack increased from 6 to 8. Damage is decreased from 46 to 34. Jarade stack increased from 2 to 2. Damage is decreased from 65 to 52. Northern fish harpoon. Extra harpoon stack counts from 7 to 8. Decreased from 44 to 33 for damage. Reinforced northern fish harpoon. Stack count is decreased from 4 to 3. And damage is decreased from 60 to 49. Imperial Javelins stack count decreased from 43, damage decreased from 56 to 45. Short bow accuracy decreased from 91 to 84, damage increased from 49 to 46. Hunting bow accuracy increased from 90 to 96, damage increased from 54 to 60. Recurve bow damage decreased from 56 to 50. Superior bow accuracy decreased from 90 to 72, damage decreased from 56 to 32. Fast short bow accurately decreased from 89 to 82, damage decreased from 47 to 34. Strong recurve bow damage decreased from 62 to 61. Long bow accuracy increased from 97 to 98, damage increased from 70 to 73. Arbalest damage increased from 95 to 100. Brandy and throwing axe damage is decreased. Holy shit, damage is decreased from 113 to 34. Sturgia throwing axe damage is decreased from 90 to 34. Crusade Eastern Lance length is increased from 189 to 196. Knight Heavy Horseman Type Shield hit points increased from 105 to 130. Bannerlord Large Armor is increased from 5 to 8 hit points, increased from 100 to 130. Northern Crown Shield Armor is increased from 5 to 10 hit points, are increased from 105 to 135. Weight is increased from 3.3 to 4.5. Bastard Axe sprint speed increased from 71 to 87. Damage increased from 65 to 95. Ooh, I can't wait to try that out. Troop changes. All shock troops. Combat movement speed modifier is decreased from 1.0 to 0.9. Azurai Skirmisher. Spear perk is changed to Pike perk. Tribal Warrior Mace perk is changed to Longsword perk. Huh. Javelin's perk is changed to Mace perk. Spear perk is changed to Long Spear perk. Guard Javelin perk is changed to Light Javelin perk. Mace perk is changed to Long Axe perk. Archer Sword perk is changed to Faster Bow perk. Axe perk is changed to Better Fletching perk. Spear perk is changed to Sword perk. Troop count is increased from 14 to 15. Speed is decreased from 75 to 74. Veteran armor is decreased from 32 to 26. Yes, let's go. Speed is decreased from 75 to 74. Troop count is increased from 10 to 11. Bedouin swapped camel and cavalry sword perks. Britannia Plain Warrior Throwing Spear perk is changed to Spear perk. Skirmisher Spear perk is changed to Throwing Spear. Wilding. Wait a minute, they have skirmish? Wilding Larger Shield perk grants light oval shield instead of heavy oval shield. Savage Javelin perk is changed to Light Javelin perk. Oathsworn Heavy Mace perk is changed to Bastard Sword perk. Javelin perk is changed to Heavy Mace perk. Interesting. Ranger Two-Handed Axe perk is changed to Faster Bow perk. Two-Handed Axe perk is changed to Two-Handed Sword perk is changed to Two-Handed Axe perk. Spear perk is changed to Throwing Axes perk. Troop count is increased from 14 to 15. Speed decreased from 75 to 74. Fian Falx perk is changed to Better Fletching perk. Faster Arrows perk is changed to Falx perk. Troop count is increased from 9 to 11. Speed is decreased from 74 to 73. Armor is decreased from 29 to 24. Empire Recruit Extra Javelins perk is changed to Pilum perk. Ooh boy. Axe perk is changed to Extra Javelins perk. Let's go. That's good. Manavian Javelin perk is changed to Light Javelin perk. Regional Mace perk is changed to Bastard Sword perk. Green perk is changed to Mace perk. Archer Militia Light Crossbow perk is changed to Stronger Bow perk. Strong Arrows perk is changed to Better Fletching perk. Mace perk is changed to Stronger Arrows perk. Spear perk is changed to Extra Arrows perk. Axe perk now replaces default sword. Troop count is increased from 14 to 15. Speed is decreased from 75 to 74. Cost is decreased from 120 to 110. Palatine Guard Manavian perks now replaces the default sword when picked. Faster Bow perks is changed to Crossbow Ooh, has changed to crossbow perk. Extra arrows perk has changed to small shield perk. Strong arrows perk has changed to mace perk. Mace replaces default sword when picked. Troop count is decreased from 9 to 11. Speed is decreased from 75 to 74. Armor is decreased from 32 to 26. That's good. Corsair Throne Spirit perk stat decreased from 2 to 1. Use a spear infantry. Move speed value is increased from 77 to 78. Default spear is changed to long spear. Long spear perk is changed to long sword perk. Stronger shield perk is changed to heavy mace perk. Long sword perk is changed to pike perk. Heavy mace perk is changed to stronger shield perk. Stepbow short sword perk is changed to better fletching perk. Short spear perk is changed to short sword perk. Troop count is increased from 14 to 15. Speed is decreased from 75 to 74. Bronze guard default sword ild is changed to heavy ild. Troop count is increased from 9 to 11. Speed is decreased from 74 to 73. Nomads move speed value is increased from 76 to 79. Armor is increased from 14 to 19. Default spear is changed to long spear. Long spear perk is changed to lance perk. Cavalry mace perk is changed to improve armor perk. Sturgia Brigand short spear perk is changed to throwing spear perk. Berserker Javelin perk is changed to light javelin perk. Varyag mace perk is changed to bastard axe perk. Throwing axes perk is changed to mace perk. Hunter shield perk is changed to faster bow perk. Fast arrows perk is changed to shield perk. Shield perk now grants northern round shield instead of northern cavalry kite shield. Troop count is increased from 14 to 15. Speed is decreased from 75 to 74. Fixed raider troops spawning with wrong barding. Throwing spear perks stack count decreased from 2 to 1. Glandia Vulture Javelin perk is changed to light javelin. Sergeant Mace perk is changed to bastard sword perk. Francesca's perk is changed to mace perk. Faster bolts perk is changed to small shield perk for arbalest. Troop count is increased from 14 to 15. Speed is decreased from 75 to 74. Cost is increased from 110 to 120. Sharpshooter faster sword perk is changed to better fletching perk. Pike perk is changed to strong bolts perk. Troop count is increased from 9 to 10. Speed is decreased from 74 to 72. Fixed clan warrior troops spawning with the wrong default sword. Fixed couch lance bouncing at lower speeds. Yes, let's go. Other miscellaneous fixed issues where options and friends list would not change when our role within the group leader to member or vice versa change. Fixed Oathsworn gloves visually glitching. Clans can now be created with 2 players. Server and network random players can no longer join pre-made games with after a player disconnects. UI changes swapped places of play and armory tabs to the center play tab. Reporting player automatically mutes them for you after a report. Fixes minor visual fixes in lobby custom game tab. The order UI has been changed. Game speed compatibility, gamepad usability since previously. UI implementation was unusable with gamepads because it's blah blah blah. I don't really care about that. Modding fixes for crashes when using rogue instant script for river sculpting. Check for errors. Functionality in editor also checks the physics objective mesh bended entities. A new functionality added to the editor for rebaking selected GI probes. Known issues. There's a link. Combat fix the scenario for crush through where the attacker could deal damage to the opponent. Troop movement speeds when moving in arrangement had been reduced noticeably in the previous update. According to feedback and testing, the reduction has been made less severe for line arrangement. Performance optimization made for agent spawning, improving the initialization of battles and reinforcement phases. Optimization is made on inverse kinematics by reducing unnecessary usage in the animation system, slightly improving the overall performance. And that is all. Overall, a pretty good update. Should be much better than 1.5.3. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and share this video with your friends. I hope you enjoy.